The time is 7:22, Wednesday, July 24th, year 2024, Eastern Time. Within the last half hour, I went out into the hallway to the bathroom to use the restroom. While I was out there, I heard someone go down right over my head towards the S Street end of 1509 S Street Northwest. This property, floor 3, poof, down. Poof, poof. You hear it all. I'll describe what that sounds like later. So there's, without any doubt, excuse me. Sorry, I burped on the report. I'm sorry, but I am in here, trapped in here. I'm trying to report this. Excuse me. So that was towards that street side, either one of those creepy rooms or maybe up in that attic. They got all these little fun and games, crawl spaces they like to use, and they come in and they drop dead. That's all I report. So I heard another one coming in, boom, 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 down they go. I want to praise God for sending in the special ops. This is stuff I could never do. Only trained military officers could have done this, and they did, and I owe them my life. May I repeat that? I owe these men and women my life. So it's going on here. And there's martini gas that I'm allowed to talk about. So after I heard that, I come back in here, okay? And I come back into my quarters. And within a 5-minute range, there was so much martini chemical gas that I talked about before, that you're so high that you can't even stand it. And you have to close your eyes and just wait until they're finally done, just engulfing the properties that they're hitting with gas until it's just gone. It is so horrible. And so the last 20 minutes up until the time I just stated, they've been bursting martini gas. Like I'm under the influence right now, but it's not as strong as it was. It was so strong about 10-15 minutes ago, just going this time range, the last half hour. I had to sit back and just lay back on my chair. I can walk, I can function, but I choose not to because, like I had already described when they started bringing that crap here, if you were to get behind a wheel of a car, you would, no doubt, without any question, you would get in a fender bender. There's no getting away with that. You would definitely crash your car to just a small fender bender. It is just so intense, and this is what I'm trying to say, the kind of gas they've been just here and just using, and they're doing it now, and there seems to be no end. Like, I'm not one of these officers, these military officers. That's what they are. They're intelligence agents, military combat officers. I'm not one. I'm in my room sheltering in place, and like I said, they were coming in. I said the Mexican cartel with the cops. And so I go out there, I hear one go down, I come back in here. While the gas is going, within 5-10 minutes of that one going down, a DCPD squad car goes by, and they always signal to their militia that crawling in. I've witnessed this about 2,000 times, so I know how they operate. And they go, goot, make the little sounds, and then cruise by. It's just for this house. And I'm like, dude, your bro is dead. I just heard him. He ain't gonna fucking say nothing back to you, motherfucker. Why don't you keep driving up to U Street in your squat car? So, and then the gas, the military grade martini gas has just been just pumping in here and making me really upset. So I'm just trying to bear through this. There was many other events in this terrorist cell that I am not allowed to talk about. But again, the things I'm witnessing, I have to thank these military officers for saving my life, because the things I can't talk about, there's nothing I can do about it. I literally have to thank them. I don't want to do this on YouTube. The actions they took to keep me alive in here, I gotta thank them. I cannot do this on YouTube, always thanking them on a video. This is not okay with me. They saved my life. These creeps are crawling in when I'm in the bathroom, and they're going down upstairs, okay? These special ops saved my life. Right now, the gas is getting so strong, I can hardly make sense. So they've been bursting gas nonstop, dude. And that started, like, that's what I mean by it goes and comes and goes and comes. So I'm not going to sit here and be the gas police here of the martini gas. Is fucking living hell. Um, but that has been blasting the martini gas ever since I witnessed the one go down upstairs. Yeah. This is miserable here. I know, and I'm still in here just day after night, into day after night, just witnessing this endless combat. And then the military helicopters come with their raids and operations. Then you walk down the alley, you walk down 15th, you walk in front of the house, and it's gone into the street. And the dead corpses in this property have been twice as bad as what I smell on the sidewalk. But the sidewalk is so god awful. When I started to smell that it was out there in the sanitation pipes, they had started stuffing the bodies in the sanitation drain areas of 15th and of S Street. And it's everywhere, like I described in that video. I labeled it so it's clear what video. It's my testimony. I was forbidden from saying anything. It's exactly the dead corpses I've smelled in here for years. It's dead corpses, it's dead bodies. And they're trying to cover this shadow war up here. And they've gone too far with the Mexican drug cartel. They've gone way too far, stuffing the shit everywhere, man. Stuffing it in basements of houses, stuffing it in they burrowed a hole and stuffing it in the pipes of the sanitation department. I witnessed the Mexican cartel guys for about a week making the tunnel there to start stuffing them. I witnessed that. They did this in front of these military officers and me. I think they're smoking something. I do. Because they're doing this thinking they'll never be busted, never be stopped, no one can ever do nothing. Now they're just stuffing all the bodies of their own people out there. And the folks be walking through this, but I can't talk about the people here. The domestic terrorists is how they're classified, the population, the DC locals, the local people, the people that stroll around. I'm forbidden from talking about them, except how they stare me down and clench their fists. They clench their fists when they see me. They start snorting through their nose. They get really, 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 really violent, almost near violence. Really, really, really aggressive. One time this woman shouted profanities, looked right at me, started shouting profanities at me. I cleared away. I can't talk about this shit. I have to stop talking about the locals. When I'm forbidden, I'm forbidden. And these are really rich white people. These are rich ones. You can tell by looking at them. They got some serious finance. They're animals. They're barbarians. I don't care what your income is. All right, so I have to stop talking about them. The house is lit with martini gas. I'm starting to sober up again. Oh, thank God. Whew, that's what I mean by it goes and comes, goes and comes. This bursting of this martini gas is nothing you want to sit through. I hope it's over. I did hear one go down, and as far as all the other horror and gore and tear that I've witnessed inside this property, I'm not allowed to talk about it. I do want to bring up one thing, but with the martini gas, I can't, so I'm just going to sign off. I don't remember. It's too much. I'm maxed out. I got martini gas. I'm starting to come out of the fog. My eyes are open now. I'm feeling sober again. Look, I just drink water, see? I'm a sober person, dude. I know when they're lighting me up. Oh, I'm so glad my eyes are open and I'm sober again. I'm not going to crash my car and get in a fender bender. You just want to rejoice when you're not getting hit with laughing gas like that. It is the worst feeling. It's scary. This place is really creepy. And then the local police will drive by all the time, signaling and working with the fucking terrorists inside of this property or the properties next door. I've witnessed all of this for years. This is their terrorist cell. Yeah, if I was these DCPD, I would get the fuck out of the city. But they don't. They just keep coming and sending in the Mexican fucking drug cartel. And then I'm telling you, tomorrow, in the next couple of days, it's going to reek like high heaven out there. Walk down the street. It's the dead corpses, and no one's a fucking idiot around here. If you're a good person, you know it is. Okay, it's not the human waste. Oh, the sewer smells. You're fucking so full of shit. If you want to be full of shit in front of these military officers, be my fucking guest. Make my day, make their day. You're such a fucking idiot. The people here, I'm not allowed to talk about them. The people in this city. Goodbye.